just get started. This is amazing. I'm so grateful to be here tonight, and it's so much fun to share this material. We're going to talk about masterminding and why it is so powerful. We're really going to cover some really powerful stuff tonight and tell you more about the workshop that we're holding later this in the summer. And so for those of you, I know there are a lot of people who know us already, but for those of you who don't really have gotten the chance to get to know us so well, I think we're just going to do a brief introduction of who we are. Would you like to get started there, Kimberly?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Kimberly Drummond. I'm a business and personal development coach. I've been teaching for many years. I'm also masterminding strategist, and I work with people whose desire is to be successful in life. And I'm just so excited to be here today, just absolutely thrilled to be here today talking to you about what it is that we do and what masterminding is all about. I'm really enthusiastic about motivating people whose desires to break through the barriers, which are keeping them from, being the best that they can be and achieving their dreams and their heart's desires. And, I've been doing this for many years and I'm so passionate about it, especially masterminding, hence why we're here talking about masterminding. Irene, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Of course, I would love to. My name is Irene Abrahamson. I am originally from Sweden, but right now I live in Norway, and I'm working here in Norway and internationally. I'm an author, a speaker, and a therapist. I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm really a masterminding strategist and a result coach. I simply fell in love with masterminding a couple of years ago, and it's just completely shifted my life. And just briefly, I could say that I've always been working with people, and I've been guiding people to changes for over 10 years. And among many things, I was actually working in a high security prison for males here in Norway for a couple of years, and it was really powerful. It really taught me a lot. And what's interesting, I met Kimberly a couple of years ago at an event, and it was a really powerful event. We've been studying the same material for many years. It was something that we really made a decision to go to this event. And the funny thing is, she was the first person I met. And when we started to talk, we just knew it. We're going to do workshops together. And that's what we've been doing. And we just simply love to share our experiences and to share the power of masterminding because it can really help you to move forward in life. So that's why we're here and that's why we're sharing this. And it's just amazing. So why don't you just go on with the next slide, Kim?
Now the question is, why mastermind? You know, masterminding is actually, the key to success. A lot of people wonder what the keys to success is. A lot of people think it's desire, persistence, imagination, decision, having faith in what you're doing. All is very important, and it's all part of the masterminding that we do. And organized planning placed in writing is very important, to have it organized and placed in writing where other people can analyze it and have a look at it and talk to you about it. And specialized knowledge, this is the one that got me. And it hit me right in the head, and I thought, well, specialized knowledge is it's a difficult thing. Am I going to have to be a specialist in everything? And I was talking, and it was something that Bob Proctor mentioned. I know some of you probably know who Bob Proctor is, and those of you that don't know, he's actually he deals with human potential and growth. He does a lot of things, and he covers a lot of things to do with Napoleon Hill. And Napoleon Hill covers masterminding as one of the keys to success and one of the major things that cause people to be successful in their lives. Now, back to specialized knowledge. I was I was really, thinking, oh my goodness, do I have to have specialized knowledge in everything? And I discovered that actually masterminding is phenomenal for that. You don't need to know everything. There's always someone in your group who has access to someone that knows it, or someone they might be, skilled at whatever it is. And a really good example of this, which I was blown away completely, and those of you, who are scientists, who love science and love creating things, and engineers will love this. There was a masterminding event a couple of weeks ago in Canada, and there was a guy that actually wanted to create an engine which did not use petrol or electricity. And he had this idea. He's not an engineer, he just had an idea. He had it down, he had the idea written down and put on paper, and it was all there ready to go, but he didn't know anyone that could do it. And during the event, he was talking about his idea and what he really wanted to do and his desire. And someone in the group went, "I'll do it for you." And it was amazing. And they've gone off and actually created a prototype for this. And I'm sure in a couple of years, you'll look back at this, this webinar, and you're one of the first people to actually know this, because it was just so amazing to actually, to know that there's someone there that can actually create the thing that your mind has imagined. And a lot of times, anyone that's been done anything of any consequence, credit their success to a mastermind group. And it's really important to understand that and really appreciate it, and to know that in order to accomplish great things, you have to do it working together. You've got to think together, and just work together with other people. Now, two brains are always smarter than one. If you get two people together, they always come up with a brilliant idea. So now imagine you can have 3, 4, 5 minds working together, all to solve your problem, all to solve whatever it is in your business, in your personal life that's bothering you, that you're stumped at, and everyone will focus their attention to helping you. And it's just an amazing thing when the day you feel it and the day you do it, you'll be completely amazed. I mean, I was moved to tears. When I actually first did my masterminding event, I was absolutely astounded at how many people were wanting to help me and wanted to help me achieve. Irene, this, what it was like. It's so powerful. It's the most powerful thing I've ever come across. You have focus and commitment, and other people's ideas are there. People give you feedback constantly. You're never alone. You're always feeling connected, and it's really important to always feel the connection. And sometimes we feel alone personally in our personal lives or in our business, and you feel like, oh my goodness, I've hit the wall. I don't know what to do. Where do I go? That's where your mastermind group comes in. They're there to support you, and they help you and encourage you, and and they help you get to where you want. Now, a lot of times people are not successful in what they want to do. They've done the masterminding group, it's not worked. They've done it so many times, they've been in so many groups, and I know because I have been in many masterminding groups, and it hasn't been successful. Irene, can you just let us know why this is?
I will. First of all, I would just like to cover a few things that you mentioned there. The specialized knowledge. I mean, that was such a release to understand, or a relief to understand that I didn't need to know everything myself. I mean, this is networking, connecting with like-minded people. And let's say, for example, everybody knows 25 people, minimum. And let's just say you're 8 people in a group, in your mastermind group. All of a sudden, you have a network of 200 brains. And that's really what happened in Canada. And I think it's just something that we have to sort of digest and really let it sink in, because that's one of the reasons why it is successful. But I will cover what you just said. Why mastermind groups tend to stop after a while, or something is not, it's simply not working out. And people, I meet a lot of people and they say, well, I've tried masterminding and, it just wasn't my thing, or I've done it for 6 months and nothing happened. And there's some really important topics that we want to cover. I will, of course, only scratching the surface here tonight, but it's something that we will cover in the workshop. And the first thing is really, it's a definite decision. You need to make a definite decision. And this decision needs to come from your heart. I mean, you need to be completely and fully committed that this is something that you want to do. And if you don't choose anything from your heart, you probably won't make a different decision. And that's something that we're going to work our way through in this workshop. Because a lot of people, they come and they want to do changes and they want to do them so bad that they don't know what to do. They're not used to work on their dreams and goals. I mean, so many times we have perhaps told people about dreams and goals, and then someone sneaks up and say, well, how's that going to happen? And it can really encourage people, and that's what we really want to change. I mean, this is, we're doing the exact opposite. We want to set high goals so you can listen to your heart and really make a definite decision to do this. And what we're going to cover is safety. You need to feel safe in a group. Because if you don't feel safe, you're probably not going to be very open to other people. And openness is essential for us to work together in a very efficient way. Because when you trust someone, you're going to open doors, not only for yourself, but for everyone around you. And of course, this also has to do with how much do you trust yourself. So it's also an internal journey we're going to take you through. Another thing is group facilitation. If you don't have a good facilitation in a group, it is a reason why so many people simply don't see the results or they quit. So that's something that we're going to spend quite a lot of time with to really help you set up mastermind groups where this facilitation is really working. Another one is the size of the group. Sometimes I meet people who have read Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, and they have decided to start their own group, which is beautiful. But there's still certain things that need to be in place. And a lot of mistakes that are made is that the group is usually, or it could be too small, or it's too big. It has to be sort of the perfect size of group in order to work. Because it's really, that's also helping you to create this safety and the openness, and of course the facilitation is part of that. The group also needs a purpose. If a group don't have a purpose, you might get a little bit distracted, and this has nothing to do with people having to do or having the same type of goals. I mean, as long as you have a definite decision and you are committed to follow your heart, you can mastermind in any group, I would say, with like-minded people. So it's not like it has to be the same type of work or anything like that. But the group's purpose needs to be definitely clear. And just one more reason that really makes people fail in this, and the reason why they don't see results, is because they meet every now and then, or it sometimes tend to sort of slip into a coffee break, or yeah, well, let's do the masterminding on a cafe, or and it really steals your focus. This is something that it has to do with your heart. It has to do with your dream, what you truly want to do in your life. And one of the commitments is really that you need to be determined that this is going to be my meeting every week, and I'm going to put all my energy into that. Because a lot of people, they meet once a month or twice a month, and it's simply not enough. And that's also something that we will cover all these topics to really help you find your definite or your commitment, first of all, to be able to listen to your heart so you can make your own definite decision. So it's really about this, it's really powerful stuff that we will create throughout this workshop. And Kimberly, would you like to explain more about the event and what it's all about?
Absolutely. Well, this is the fun bit. You get to sign up for the Mastermind event of the year. It's actually on the 6th of July, the heart of London. So anyone coming from outside London, flying in, it's a phenomenal place to be. London is the hub of excitement, and it's absolutely brilliant, and it's an actually absolutely place to be. Where you can develop your personal growth. The setting is for positive peer groups. You'll be around like-minded individuals doing that which you like. Meeting people and actually connecting and actually creating the groups that you want. You can start seeing your business growing, improvement in your business and in your personal life. Accountability is very important in masterminding. A lot of times we go off and we just do our own thing, but when you're actually accountable to someone, where they'll hold you accountable. In mastermind groups are fantastic for that, and it's actually great. You have the support there. You have a group that will support you and challenge you and motivate you every single day, every week. I mean, for me, I speak. We speak with Irene every day. If anything, I speak with other people in my masterminding group every day, and it's amazing. It's literally touching base. This is what's going on, an update, and you have the masterminding group every week where you connect and you actually focus on the growth, and you have that, and it's absolutely phenomenal. And if you book your seat before the 31st of May, which is the end of this month, you will get your seat for only 149 for this whole fantastic event, for 149 pounds. Now, just note that the prices do go up, so just be aware of that. So just be aware that they go up on the 1st of June. So book your seat now. Press that button. Do it now. Make the decision, because a lot of times we don't make the decisions, and it's important. Make that decision. Do it. Don't ask anyone. Don't do it. Just nod, press the button. It's very important. Now, what does the price include? It includes a full day with us, with the masterminding intensive coaching. Now, it will be intense. You will come from the event completely, whoa, blown away. And I tell you, it's a lot of information, and it's, you're going to gather so much information. And just by having that one day event, you will grow immensely. It will be amazing. You just, it'll be phenomenal. You'll have lunch with us. You'll talk with us, and we'll cover lunch, and you've got free lunch with us, so you don't have to worry about lunch, about going off or trying to find your lunch. You have 1 hour free consultation with us. Now that's worth £200, and it's a thing that we find important, hence why we've given it to you for free for this event, because it's really important to have the consultation with us, and actually speak with the coach. And those of you that have mentors and coaches, you will understand the importance of this. And also, as we told you, and Irene pointed out, we do masterminding events all over the place, and we have our next event, which will be in Oslo. So you will obtain free entry to this event in Oslo, which is worth £550 to the Oslo event. So book your ticket now, and just can't wait to see you there. It'll be just fantastic. And yeah, woohoo! Let's go. Any questions? Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. I have a question here. Let's have a look. Yes, we have a question. We have one here from Andrew. He said, "What time?" Time, registration is at 8 a.m. in the morning, from between 8 and 8:45, and the actual event starts at 9. And let's have a look. Another question here. Do you have a deal if you're staying at the hotel? Yes, we do have a deal, Lewis. So if you want to send me an email, that'd be fantastic, and I can do that for you. Okay. Hold on. We have one here from Mary. How big will the groups be? Irene, how big are we looking at the groups? You can answer this one.
Well, I mean, we will be working as a big group to start out with, and then we're going to put together these mastermind groups, and there will be around 6 to 9 people, depending a little bit. So that's sort of the minimum and the maximum that we'll be working with.
Okay, thank you. Hold on. There's one here from Peter. What will we be working on what will we be working on? We want to I see. I think he's saying what will we be working on? As I do not know what I want, I'm not sure what I want to do. Well, I think Peter, it's wonderful that you don't know what to do, because we will work on that, and really, develop it and grow. So if you don't know what you want to do, you don't know where you want to go, it'll be fantastic. We will help you get there. That's what masterminding is about. Be able to get you to where you want. Um,
Mhm.
any other
Yeah.
questions?
And can I just add a few?
Yeah,
Can
go
I just add
ahead.
a few things to that?
Hmm.
Because I think it's so important. We will be working on that, but you know already.
Hmm.
Everybody knows what they want to do, but we're just bringing it up to the surface so you can get started. And it's so important to let yourself think big. Uh, Kimberly mentioned the master coach Bob Proctor. We've been both met him, and we actually spent some time at his house, both Kimberly and I. And it's just beautiful to work with people to learn more of this concept. And he has really helped me to bring the stuff that I already know up to the surface. And that's also what we're doing. So think big, people. And we look so much forward to see you. You're so welcome.
Thank you. And thank you, Irene, and thank you everyone for being here, and looking forward to seeing you in London.
Yay! Look forward to seeing you.
Bye. Woohoo!